The Tigers have moved back into the 2-seed position in the American League, which I hope is a story that we're following through the months of August and September.
Do you think anything changes at all because of what happens over the weekend? The losing continued on Friday, continued on Saturday, and then Sunday, they exploded late in the game for 7 runs in the 8th inning, but then gave up 4 more late.
So do I think anything can change between now and Thursday at the trade deadline? And the answer is an overwhelming yes. And the reason is, if I'm Arizona, and if my phone rings and somebody says they want Eugenio Suarez, my response to them is, I want Max Clark or I want Kevin McGonigal. I'm doing that with every team. And then when Thursday rolls around and nobody's traded for Eugenio Suarez and I'm going to lose him and I don't need him, I call the Tigers back up and say, all right, I'll take Hao-Yu Lee and Chris Rodriguez or something like that. What's the point of hanging on to him once you've shifted into sell and there's a market for them? And I think it's quite possible that the rental that a Eugenio Suarez is at where he is in his career, they're not going to get Max Clark and they're not going to get anybody else's Max Clark.
I do believe that there's no way the Tigers are going to give up one of their top 4 or 5 prospects. I don't think that's going to happen. They're too close to getting to the majors, like within 2 years, that I don't think they want anything to do with that. If you're Arizona, you know what Arizona is right now? The Tigers from like 2016 or 15 or whatever it was when they had to do the purge.
I would give up Chris Rodriguez, who is the bright, shiny thing, who's just a baby. I know, but you got to give up something to get something.
I know.
And I would give up Briseño or Lorenzo and somebody else from the system that we've heard of that will hurt to get Suarez and Merrill Kelly. I think those prices are going to go down as we get closer to the trade deadline. We're talking about 2 free agents, one who's 36 years old and the other's 37 years old. You know, that's helping your starting pitching. It's helping your everyday lineup. It's a hefty price to pay. I think it's okay to dip into one of the catcher first basemen. Arizona can sell that then. We got a top 100 prospect back. We got a rising Hao-Yu Lee.